Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to Nowhere. I'm Jane. This is Kenny.
Yeah.
And today we're bringing you to Jordan.
Jordan, the Middle East, technically Africa, if you would.
Let's get into it.
Onward, Shakespeare.
Really does look like you're going into battle.
We got to the top, overlooking the treasury in the Bédouin camp, just vibing and connecting. It's just a good vibe with these guys.
Thanks to Raid for getting us all glammed up by applying their kohl, which is natural eyeliner made from crystals that prevents your eyes from getting burnt in the desert. It also lasts a really long time. I wish I could get my hands on some of that here.
This is where my legs were definitely getting jelly, and I noticed how insane Rahid is climbing to the tip top.
Getting to the top wasn't as bad, but coming down was terrifying.
Just a little recap rendition of what transpired. That very first part of the scene was insane. Like, we were on the donkeys. We would recommend definitely doing the tour with a local Bedouin. It's a more authentic tour. You get that authentic experience. You get to go inside their camp, inside their dwellings, which is just wonderful, connecting with them. Even seeing us going up to the top of the monastery to get that view, it was just amazing. And we were in their camps. We made jewelry with them. I went over some rap lyrics with them. It was definitely
shout out to Raid, who we met.
Insane, it's crazy guy.
And he made sure that we saw all the hidden spots of Petra. So we spent the whole day with him exploring the city. Petra is huge.
Those are actually Rahid's donkeys. Shakespeare and what was I don't remember the other donkey's name. Maybe Rahid, if you're seeing this, you can probably chime in the comments and let us know what the other donkey's name was. But Shakespeare was definitely a Groot to me. But we got along well.
Petra is a huge place. I really didn't expect it to be as big as it was. So much to explore.
Really?
So
it's a desert. You didn't expect a desert?
It is the lost city for a reason, and they're still excavating, but we saw as much as we could.
Yeah, once again, we recommend doing the tour with a local Bedouin. Like, he took us to his Bedouin camps. We went inside his homes. We got to see his family, his mom, I think, as well. I hope that was your mom. We got to eat with them, Zob, which is nice little feast. We got to drink lots of tea as well. It's like one of the things, like it's like a delicacy over there to drink tea for several times a day, which is good because I love tea. And to top it off, he took us to the very top of the monastery, a climb that you're not supposed to do, and dangerous. We didn't have the right shoes, no equipment. We climbed.
My legs were shaking.
Yeah, my legs were shaking as well when I got to the top. We climbed high enough, and then he went to the very tip top, and he's fearless. He's fearless. But you saw in the video, it was an amazing view, and we thank you for that, Rahid, and we thank you for the experience. If you're watching, comment, let us know over here. And now onward with the video. The next scene, camels, these majestic animals. Just take a look.
Oh yeah. Ew.
Oh, what it is, but I always get the most sassy of animals. This camel. That's a personality. See, I told you he's sassy. Look at him chewing his food. Who chews like this?
Let's go, safari time.
Full-day jeep tour doing all the rock formations.
I almost missed this epic moment, just watching what it takes to inflate a balloon, to get it in the air. It was just so much.
You don't realize how big the balloon is until you see it on the ground with it.
It definitely takes some work in a village to get an air balloon in the air.
Our next stop was the WadiRum desert, and this is a place that really transports you and makes you feel like you're in outer space.
On Mars.
Yes.
Okay.
We stayed at a Bédouin camp in a tent, which was fairly basic, but of course you have different options.
I would recommend upgrade to the bubble tents with air conditioning. I'm not a big fan of air conditioning, she knows that, but the non-air conditioning, it comes with flies. If you like flies, you can take that, but if the next time I go there, I'm definitely gonna take the bubble tents with the air conditioning.
Regardless, you probably won't want to spend much time in your tent because the stars are amazing out there. So we actually end up taking our blankets and laying under the stars for a little bit.
Now for the sick trail.
Trail runs between two canyons and there's water that passes between it, so you get to walk through the fresh, lovely water.
Don't worry, it's not that deep, but there are portions of it to where you definitely, it's
There
deep
are
water, you
rapids.
definitely need to know how to swim. But they provide you a life vest. Most people take it off, those that know how to swim, but if you don't know how to swim, keep your life vest on.
Hang on to the ropes, they guide you. It's fairly straightforward even though it looks crazy on camera. And it is so much fun and such a relief after being in the desert for
And
a
it's
few
actually
days.
not as long as they say it is. Like you would probably, I think we got through it in about 30-40 minutes. It's not an hour or more, it's not an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's a quick walk, but it's so much fun. And on the way back, you can just lay back and float with the
Float back,
current
exactly.
all the way back through the canyon and look up at the rock formation.
That's the fun part. Once you get to that last waterfall, coming back to where you can just slide down some falls and some rapids, it's definitely a moment. You don't skip that. A lot of people that were too afraid and went around. I'm glad we stayed and we did it. So definitely.
Proof that we survived our first diving trip. It was amazing because the visibility in that water is so clear, and we learned so much, like how to communicate underwater, which is really difficult for me because every time I tried to say something, I would go to open my mouth, which of course you can't do. You need to use science.
That diving experience, babe, just go on, tell.
It was our first time diving, and what a place to try it because we actually got to see a shipwreck and some amazing different species under there.
It was a great experience, especially for our first time diving. I would recommend it if it's your first time because you can literally walk from the shore to the coral reef.
You don't just get
You
thrown
don't
in.
just get thrown in the middle of the ocean because most reefs are just so far into the oceans for you to find where the reefs are and the animals are. So Coral Gardens, it was an amazing experience. I thank you so much. I had a challenging, time down there. So certain things were going wrong underwater, but my instructor was diligent and he was patient and he worked with me and we got through it. So I thank you so much. And they're great over there. Coral Gardens, Aqaba, don't skip it if you have any inclination in diving. And after all that waterworks, it's time to eat, right?
Oh yes, it's feeding time.
Diving really does work up an appetite, so we were grateful for this. And of course, always being served with the Bédouin tea, which is delicious, and it just keeps coming.
After an amazing travel experience, Shakespeare and I bid you Wadi.
Getting around in Jordan is easy, with the majority of the destinations being within a few hours of one another. You can easily do a loop, so go in either direction. We went from Amman directly to the Dead Sea as we were keen to experience floating in the Dead Sea and all the healing properties it had to offer. That's about an hour drive. From Dead Sea to Aqaba, it is about 4.5 hours, so this will be the longest drive on your trip. From Aqaba to WadiRum, it takes about 1 hour. And then from WadiRum to Petra, you're looking at about a 2-hour journey. From Petra to Amman, it is about a 3-hour drive, or by bus 4 hours. Now, in hindsight, we would recommend hiring a car to get around more easily. However, the taxis are fairly affordable and a great way to make some friends and meet travelers if you want to share the cost. We were able to find a bus from Petra to Amman. However, these buses are not super frequent, so recommend planning ahead.
All right, my people. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. This is the end of our Jordan trip, an amazing trip. Please, if you haven't done so yet,
Like,
subscribe, follow, comment,
share the love.
Share the love. And till next time, if you're not here,
You're
you're nowhere.